Cancer, welcome to a Yours and Theirs reading for the week of August 18th through the 24th. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome to Empowered World Tarot. We are a new channel. My name is Holly Christine. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light. We thank you for your help today with Cancer's reading for whatever they and their person have to know, need to know, want to know for the highest good. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Feel free to reverse or exchange out the energies as necessary. Let's see what's going on. We'll do a 10 plus card spread. We'll clarify everything. We'll get some advice from the universe at the end, as well as pull an oracle card. There we go. Starting out with, in your column, the Two of Wands, followed by the Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles. In your person's energies, showing up as the Emperor, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. In the shared energies, we have the Moon, the Queen of Wands, and the Hanged One. The overall energy of your reading today, Cancer, is the Nine of Cups. And what brings us here to this specific reading today, the Three of Pentacles, collaborating with others, possibly friendships, but definitely working with others, building something, planning, making plans. All right, very good. Let's talk about this baseline for a moment, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty with the clarifiers. So the overall energy, this Nine of Cups, this is personal satisfaction, personal wish fulfillment, personal happiness, emotional balance, feeling pretty good on an individual basis. Okay? In your column, the Two of Wands, the Hermit, and the Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like you're thinking about your future, Cancer, and long term, far out. You're trying to pick which way to go, and you're unsure. So it looks like you're isolating, you're shining a light in the dark in all the dark crevices of your life to see what might be in your way, what you need to get rid of, what needs healing. And you're just really doing the deep introspective work, and it creates deep healing. And the Nine of Pentacles suggests that you are single here. You are on your own, abundant in your independence, and doing just fine. Securing security for yourself. But it is the card of being single. So we'll find out more, like I said, with the clarifiers. Your person is showing up, the Emperor, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So they are taking control. They are making the moves and in control of the strategy here. And their strategy is to create distance. It looks like they're either going on a physical journey, mental and physical, or this is really creating distance from what you're used to, maybe being together, because they're heading a different direction at this point. And it looks like they're working on this sort of repetitively. It feels kind of stubborn, like they have this idea in their head, I'm going to do it this way, and I have the power to do so, and so this is what I'm doing, and if you try to change my mind, you're not going to, because I'm only going to be more adamant about going this direction. That's what it feels like. In the shared energies, we have the Moon, the Queen of Wands, and the Hanged One. So there's a little bit of mystery here. Secrets, things that haven't been revealed yet. When it comes to perhaps what we attract, what we're attracted to. And so in the shared energies, this will help you gain perspective, both of you will gain perspective about this. And like I said, it's a big mystery. Let's see if we can figure some of this out because it does look a little bit difficult. Um, we're going to go ahead and clarify the Nine of Cups and the overall energy. Personal satisfaction and wish fulfillment, what we're happy with on an individual level. And it really does look like you're working on yourself individually and they're doing their own thing individually. At least at this point of the reading, even though what brings us here is to collaborate, get together, and make plans. Very interesting. All right. Nine of Cups. Show us the Nine of Cups. What does Cancer and their person need to know, please? Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. First repeating energy. And the King of Pentacles. Okay. Well, that sort of makes sense so far. Well, let's look at the bottom. We're always going to look at the bottom. What brings us to this little lineup over here? The Five of Swords. Winning at all costs. This is no matter what, I've got to do this. This is the most important thing. And even if I have to make sacrifices to do it, even if it causes pain, whatever it is, it must be done. Period. I felt like putting a period at the end of that. So for your own individual happiness, you are highly focused on what inspires you, ready to learn and open up to new inspirations and new attractions. Maybe not new attractions, could be old attractions, but nonetheless, we're focused on what we're attracted to, what makes us feel good, and what is attracted to us. And bringing in the King of Pentacles, that talks about this could either be a person who we are attracted to, or it represents the management style of the king, which is masterful. This is how, in other words, if this is your management style, to focus on what you're attracted to and what makes you feel good, that brings you happiness on an individual level, it's cool because it's focusing the attention on you. They're focused on themselves, you're focused on yourself, and it looks like we're in pursuit of happiness, joy, feeling good, feeling satisfied, and just creating more of what we want on, like I said, an individual level. This Nine of Cups and this Nine of Pentacles over here certainly supports that. Okay, let's look at your card, how you're showing up in your column over here. Like I said, you may identify with this column that we call Cancer. You may identify with the center column. You figure out what works, how the messages come across to you. Don't fight it. If it's for you or if it doesn't resonate, then it's not your reading. That's okay. Two of Wands, please. Picking the path. We're thinking about our future. Not sure which way to go. Show us the Two of Wands, please. Oh, there it is. It flew out. The Lovers. The Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. And at the bottom, the Page of Swords. So you're taking another look at this connection on your heart, trying to figure out which way to go, because they are a forever connection. They will always be on your heart. I often say, like a tattoo on the heart, it's not going to go away. Even if you're not together, they'll always have this location in your heart. But this shows things slowing way down to the point they feel like they're halted. And there's a lot of sadness, there's stress, there's worry and fear and anxiety about this. Having come to such a slowdown or a halt at this point. And so you're trying to figure out, what do I do about this? Which way do I go? The Page of Swords, what brings us here, shows us that you are studying this. You're trying to learn as much as you can about this situation so you can pick the path forward. Okay, let's take a look at your person showing up large and in charge here. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do it my way. I can do whatever I want, says the Emperor. Three of Swords. You get an extra card here, too. Death and Rebirth. The Magician and the Eight of Cups. So there's pain and heartbreak here, followed by an ending and a complete transformation. King of Wands at the bottom. Perfect match to the Queen and the Queen. Uh, they're manifesting walking away. They are heartbroken. They may be causing heartbreak. They don't care. This is their strategy. They're ending, maybe ending the heartbreak. Is that what it is? And transforming it by walking away. Maybe that's what they're saying. I'm not going to cause any more pain and emotional suffering. So I'm going to end this thing right now and I'm out of here. I'm going to transform everything and I'm going to manifest this by turning my back on it. It's no longer enough. It's not working. I got to go someplace else. Something like that. And we're here because the King of Wands, this is very confident, passionate, and attractive type of king energy, masterful action. So this is what they've decided. It's kind of like they're saying, I'm putting my foot down. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, it does. It feels like they want to end the heartbreak, whatever's been caused. So they're like, fine, I'm out of here then. I'm not going to cause any more heartbreaks. I don't know, something like that. Let's take a look at the moon and the shared energies. Things yet to be revealed, things that are hidden, buried emotions, the subconscious. I mean, it could be so many things, but whatever it is, it is hidden and yet to be seen. Show us the moon, please. What are the secrets? What is hidden? What do we need to know in the shared energies? You guys are both experiencing this. Show us the moon, please. Oh, man. So they've decided to do this. No wonder you're feeling like this over here. It's very upsetting. You don't know what to do. They're throwing you for a loop here, it feels like, with their behavior. You just want to work together, I think, but they are not having it. All right, so for the moon, we have the Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, which we see in your person's column coming up later. Let's see if we can decipher this at the bottom. The Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles says that we're here at this little lineup because people are being stubborn, refusing to let go, and it has to do with a soul connection. Somebody that we have a long history with and trying to find balance and getting on the same page with each other so that it's fair, so that there's equal give and take. And this shows repetitive work. We keep trying to get on the same page, holding on tight to this. Let's get on the same page. Let's agree. We have history together. We love each other. We go way back. Come on, we can do this. If we both share in the responsibility, we can build the stability. We can make this fair. Let's keep trying. But it's on the moon card, yet to be revealed. So the energy is here of that, but it's not showing up. It's underlying. It's buried. It's subconscious. It's even if it is conscious. I'm just throwing out some different scenarios of how it could show up. So it's beneath the surface. This is what is wanted, and it's even shared, even though they proclaim, that's it, I'm leaving. I'm not going to cause any more pain, or I'm not going to stay around for this pain anymore. Whatever it is, I'm ending it, I'm changing it, and I'm going to go someplace else that's brighter and better and happier and more loving, or whatever it is, because they're just, I don't know. There's a lot of stubborn energy with that. But even with that, this energy is still here. We love each other. We have history. Let's get on the same page. Let's keep trying, kind of thing. But not showing up in reality yet. It's the undertone. Okay. Let's take a look at the Hermit in your column, Cancer. The Hermit, again, you are looking in all the little crevices of how can I heal this? How can I get rid of what shouldn't be on this path? Introspective work, going in deep. Show us the Hermit. There it is. Oh, look at that. It's the Nine of Pentacles. The next card in your column. Ten of Swords. Okay. And the High Priestess. Very good. Always good to listen to the High Priestess. That is your intuition. That is your inner deep knowing. And at the bottom, what brings us here? The Nine of Wands. You're feeling very guarded and untrusting of the energy. It looks like what you're trying to do here is within regards to Nine of Pentacles, being independent, single, on your own, even though you're doing fine. Ten of Swords says you want to bring an ending to it. Enough of this being single or being independent or going our own ways kind of thing. You're saying enough. Because intuitively, you know different. Intuitively, you know better. You are guarded here, though. You don't trust the energies that are around at this time. You're worried that more pain might come your way. So you're just feeling very cautious and protective. And I don't know, I kind of feel like you're walking on eggshells, to tell you the truth. Because you're trying to be so careful. Okay, let's look at your person here with the Six of Swords. So again, here they are creating distance, and you feel it. So they're taking off. They're like, I'm out of here. Now, they're not at their destination yet. They're sort of in mid transition here from, leaving something behind and heading someplace else. Even if they haven't left physically yet, mentally they're like preparing, or if they have left physically and mentally, it's, again, they're like halfway on their journey. They're not, or they're like in the middle of it. It's not set in stone concrete. You know what I mean? Like if somebody says, that's it, I'm out of here, I'm leaving the United States and I'm going to move to Europe. Well, okay, they're somewhere in between announcing it, packing their bags, booking their flight or ship or however they're going to get there, and in mid-travel. It could be anywhere, any steps of those, any place in those steps. So let's check out this Six of Swords, please. There it is. Five of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, Five of Swords. We saw it underlying the reason for this part of the lineup, this focus on what we're attracted to and managing our own individual happiness. You're both trying to do it, obviously, in different ways. Everybody's trying to feel better here. And this is no exception. Five of Swords. They are in this battle. I've got to win at all costs. It means the same thing every time it comes up. But here, it's showing that they are regretful of the losses and the sadness and all the things that didn't work out in the past. They're focusing on it. They're sort of stuck on this past, like, depression, if you will. Let's look at the bottom. Yeah, look at that. Nine of Cups, which is the overall energy of the reading. This is just showing, yes, this is how they're working on their freedom of happiness. But it is because of this sadness and loss they feel about the past. They are stuck in this Five of Cups energy, looking at all the pain, all the sorrow, all the losses, all the really yucky energies. And instead of focusing on what they do have, they're focusing on all the things that have gone wrong or been lost along the way, in the past. Uh, and this Ace of Pentacles says that they want to start over. They want to start fresh. They want to build stability from the ground up, even if they have to have this battle where they sacrifice things that are very, very important to them, like a relationship. Oh, I've caused so much pain and misery. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'll go rebuild my life someplace else. No matter what it takes, I have to do this, even though it pains me so, even though I'm going to regret it, even though I'm going to be, without my friend, my love, my family, whatever it is. They're just like hell bent on not being in this anymore. And that's why they're leaving. And at the same time, it's for the cause of individual satisfaction, happiness, and freedom, emotional balance. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the shared energies, this Queen of Wands. What we are attracted to that is attracted to us. She is like a magnetic attraction. Show us the Queen of Wands. It's in the shared energy, what we are attracting. Oh, look at that. The Emperor shows up. That's how your person showed up. Two of Pentacles. The Fool. And at the bottom, Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is a soul connection to people that love each other very much. I believe this is talking about you guys. You love each other even though there's this energy going on that has you guys separated. They are very much trying to control the situation, but let's see, the Emperor, back and forth, new beginning, fresh start. There's doubt in between this fresh start and this control type of action. There's a sense of, I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm just trying to keep whatever balance I can, but I'm attracted to having just a clean slate, really, a fresh start. Tired of this old pain and heartbreak. That would get exhausting to live in for any length of time for anybody, right? And eventually we're going to be like, all right, fine, I'm causing all this pain, I'm out of here. Even though they love you, they're a soul connection, and together they feel the best with you. There's healing, there's love, and there's a good match. But you guys are somehow, I want to say you're both behaving in this way. I can see it for sure on their side. And even on your side, because when I look back over here at your energies, this Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, the High Priestess, you're like, I know better. I know better than the Emperor because I'm connected with my higher self. My soul knows better than the Emperor here on earth. And that's probably true. The soul does know better. The soul is eternal, and the soul is so much wiser than the faculties that we have here in the material world. But here you are, single, and you want to end it because you know better. And so you call on the Hermit to heal it, to figure out what's wrong, what's in the way, so we can pick our path forward and get out of this hellhole that you feel like you're in. So I feel like that's your way to control it. Just trying to find some balance and have a fresh start and a new beginning, while they're trying to run away and do it. So it does feel that it's very shared energies. You just have different approaches to how you're handling things right now. But I mean, at the end of the day, the bottom line is you love each other and your soul connections, and together you heal, not apart. So you're trying to figure out what to do differently so this person doesn't run away all the time as if it's your fault or you have control over it. Emperor, control. Well, they don't want to cause any more problems, so they emperor control by running away. So I hope that's making sense. That's what I see here anyway. If it resonates, hit that like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Share it with your significant other. Maybe this will help them to see something. I don't know. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles, this card of independence, securing security, abundance, feeling, resourceful and confident on your own here. Single. Show us the Nine of Pentacles in Cancer's column, please. The World. Yeah, you want to close out this cycle. You told me back here you wanted to end the Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Swords, but you're stuck, you're trapped, you don't know how, you just can't see it. Four of Pentacles. We saw it, I believe it was at the bottom back here, what brought us here, because we're holding on tight to these energies of what's buried underneath. We both love each other. We have history. Let's get on the same page. Let's continue to work on this over and over and over again. Holding on tight. Here you are, holding on tight. Even though you're confused, up in your head, worried. You're really stressed out over here. I mean, you're showing me the Nine of Swords here, the Ten of Swords here, and the Eight of Swords here. It's all stress. It's all up in your head, worried, thought after thought after thought after thought. I got to tell you, it feels too active in the thoughts that you need a distraction. You're so worried and concerned about your person, and it's understandable. You're worried, you love them, you see them leaving, running away. Oh my God, what's going to happen now? But let's look at the bottom here. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is all about hope and trying to have a positive attitude, a positive mindset. It's what brings you here as you want to close out this cycle of this independent, what I want to call independent bullshit, because you feel like it's bullshit. Let's get past this. We're not supposed to be apart. We're supposed to be together. Because your soul knows, and even your earthly self knows. All the way around that this is your person and you love them and you want to be together and you want to stop all the nonsense. So you're holding on with great hope, and you're trying to remain positive. But I got to tell you, all the stress that you're under, this Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, it feels like you need a break. It feels like you need some happiness that doesn't maybe fully revolve around this situation getting fixed. You need to find perhaps some joy in some other areas of your life, make some plans with some friends, do some things for yourself, because I'm seeing a lot of stress, and that concerns me, that I have to speak about it and tell you that I feel like you need support in the joy department. You're not, listen, no matter how much we love someone, family, or whatever they are to us, however close they are, we're not responsible for them. Unless they're a child, still young enough to not make adult decisions. But when it comes to a significant other, sometimes you got to let them, I don't even know what else to say. Just the words "let them" come to mind. And for you, that helps you let go just a little bit, because this Four of Pentacles is holding on stubbornly, holding on tight, not wanting to let go of something. But at the same time, it denotes holding on too tight. And I don't always use that phrase, but that is always attached to this. It's too tight. And when we hold on too tight to something, it actually creates resistance. Think of when you're walking a dog, if you've ever done that, and you're holding the leash and You, you know, hold on tensely because you don't want the dog to walk over in a certain direction. So you tighten up the lead. Well, that dog feels the tension and it makes them want to pull away. So now we have tension. You're pulling, they're pulling. And that's what this Four of Pentacles creates or suggests that is being created. Um, that by holding on too tight and not letting go, um, we're creating more resistance. So sometimes you got to let them. Um, anyway, had to share it. Spirit puts it in my head and it has to come out. I don't know who that resonates for or if it does. Um, it's all said with hope and compassion for your situation, because I do feel that. I see the love here, I see the tensions, I see the worries, and it's a lot, and you need a break. And I think to give yourself a break, you might have to let go just a little bit and refocus your energy on maybe getting together with friends. That Three of Pentacles could be that. Um, Making plans with friends, just having a break, focusing on the things that you enjoy in life. Go do that for a minute. Let them find out they're an adult. You're not with a child, and if they're not in danger, you know what I mean? Let them. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's meant to be, they'll come back. If it's meant to be, it'll come back together. You've already put your intentions out into the universe. Let the universe take over for a minute. Jesus, take the wheel. That kind of thing. To give yourself a break and to let go and to release some of the tension that you both feel. Let's look at their Eight of Pentacles coming up. Show us the Eight of Pentacles in Cancer's person's column. Working on something repetitively. There it is. Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups. Knight of Swords. And at the bottom, Two of Cups. How sweet is that, guys? Aww. I don't know what it means yet. Let's talk it out. I like the energies. The Queen of Cups. Heart wide open. Love. Love ready to share. The Queen of Cups is either you or them. It represents one person in this, these people holding hands, sharing these cups. They're very open, opening their heart to the Ace of Cups, a new opportunity for love and joy. And they want to take swift action. It's like impulsive, like, oh, now I'm in my right mind and now I'm ready to take some action on it. It's like a realization. It's like they're constantly working on this part of themselves. And I don't know if this knight is running away or has made a decision to run towards. But whatever this is, they're constantly working on it, and this is what's on their mind. Even let's put it this way, even if they're running away, even if it's not running towards you and running back to you again, because it's repeating work, repetitive energy. Even if they're running away and they're doing this running away repetitively from love and new opportunities at love and this soul connection. Let's just put it this way. You are, even if it's a running away, you are what's on their mind. Love with you is what's on their mind. New opportunity of happiness and joy with you is what's on their mind, whether they're running towards or running away. This is repeating energy on their mind, and they're constantly having to address it, to work on it. So I don't care how far they go. If they go to Europe, you're on their mind. You're what they run away from, and you're what they run back to. It kind of feels like both, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what came. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm just sort of, reading the energies that are here so you guys can figure out how they apply. Please share in the comments, how do they apply if you want. If you want to share that, it helps others see how it could apply in other situations as well. Okay, so let's move on to the hanged one, the final energy in the shared energies here. And this is all about gaining perspective, looking at things from all angles and gaining perspective. Again, you both are gaining perspective. Let's see what's here. These are not easy energies. These are very hard. We're dealing with fear. We're dealing with, sadness, and it's definitely a soul connection. So it'd be real nice to see things work out. I see your intentions of, especially this right here, the intentions, what's hidden beneath the surface that hasn't revealed itself yet, is this soul connection, partnership. Actually, with this Eight of Pentacles, we should look up to this Eight of Pentacles and what this is saying that hasn't been revealed. Perhaps this is the reveal. When we look at the work, this is part of the reveal. And even this, all of it's a reveal. Tarot readings are reveals. This whole row right here is about gaining perspective. Hopefully these energies over here and the way I spoke about them helps you to gain perspective of how you might be creating resistance and holding on too tight. And how up in your head you are constantly and how stressful that is. We have Judgment just flew out. And the Seven of Wands. And maybe this is their realization over here. And then we have the Six of Wands. At the bottom, the Seven of Cups. So, realizing that there are lots of options and choices, some of them confusing. Making a major decision that changes everything. Keeping the peace, keeping the unwanted energy out, is a very victorious thing. If we can make the decision from our highest level self, which would be our soul, our eternal soul. We're being called to rise up. This shows this person rising up to answer the call, to make a decision that changes everything. Seven of Wands, keeping all the unwanted energies out, keeping the peace. So for you, that means keeping the holding on too tight out, keeping the overthinking out, and all the things that poke at you and worry you and stress you out. Staying in your peaceful bubble would be something that brings victory and accomplishment, reaching a goal and being able to celebrate that. And not only would you feel that way, but you'd be recognized by others for your accomplishment. And for them, gaining perspective, making a decision from their higher self, keeping out the unwanted energies is also victorious. This is shared perspective, but just done differently. It's like you're working on your thing individually, they're working on their thing individually. And when you do that, you both get to a much better place individually, a more emotionally balanced place, a better managed place, a better focused place, and a better attracting in place. So all those energies make sense in the overall energy of the reading, describing what I'm feeling with this whole thing. So if that makes sense, when we work on ourselves individually and we get to our better place, sometimes that right there helps us come back together. Maybe when you let go and let them, they can figure it out on their own and come back. And you guys can make the decision to keep your energies out that don't serve you, and they can keep their energies out that don't serve them. And yeah, there's lots of choices here, lots of options that we're looking at. So let's see if this all comes together eventually. Let's get some final advice for Cancer going through these energies. Final advice, a final message for Cancer, please, to close off this reading, and then we'll get a an oracle card. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Okay, that makes sense to me. And the King of Cups. Very nice. Perfect match to the Queen down here, by the way. The King of Cups is emotionally calm in the midst of all the turbulence. One of the greatest loving, supportive energies. We saw the Two of Cups. I told you the Queen of Cups represented one of the cups. The King represents the other. So these two energies, no matter who's who, whether you're the King or the Queen or vice versa, it doesn't matter. You're a perfect match. But this is saying Knight of Pentacles, slow your roll or bring a halt to something. Seven of Pentacles, assessing the situation, going over it, trying to be so accurate in your assessments that you're focusing on this. Five of Cups, all the sadness and the loss and the worry and the stress and the past. All of it. It's saying stop it. Stop the assessments. In other words, stop the overthinking having to do with the loss. And be calm, loving, supportive, and joyous no matter what's going on. It's time to focus. Call on your King of Cups. Call on your inner King of Cups. And focus on this and not that. Focus on the Nine of Cups. Focus on the Ace, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the management style of your happiness. And the best manager of those emotions, the King of Cups. All right, I hope it helps, guys. Let's take a look at an oracle card message from Wisdom of the Oracle. For Cancer, Wisdom of the Oracle, what special message do you have for Cancer today who are going through these energies, Spirit? Okay, there it is. Yin is the opposite to Yang. Yin. It is card number 2. And here is the message that Spirit has for you, Cancer. The essential meanings says the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. The Oracle's message says, this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. For the relationship message, it says, let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. I think that's the end of that message. Yeah. Okay, so it does feel like it lines up. I hope it helps, guys. Again, like, subscribe, leave your comments, share your stories, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of it. And I appreciate you, and I wish you guys the absolute best on your journey. And focus on the joy, focus on your happiness, and focus on ease and letting go, letting the tension go. Just let it be, let it happen. And like the card said, let it flow to you. Let someone else just have their control and let whatever comes come to you. All right. Take care, Cancer. I look forward to reading for you next time.